I got it.
What's up, people of the internet, and welcome to this edition of Farfetch'd News Now, where we look at the biggest stories in Pokemon Go. I'm your host, Hoenn, and we have a lot to unwrap today, so let's do it. Our top story is the release of nearly all the rest of Gen 3 Pokemon starting today. We finally have our shot at Pokemon like Salamence and Metagross. Yes! It's important to note that Niantic has stated that all Gen 3 Pokemon will, quote, take over wild encounters until February 13th. It's unclear if Hoenn Pokemon will be the only Pokemon spawning, or if the spawns will just be increased like they have done in the past. We shall see. In addition, Rayquaza has started to spawn in legendary raids. Kyogre is still here until February 14th, so we have to endure the overlap yet again. I can't wait to have fellow trainers wait and wait to go to raids, just in case Rayquaza doesn't hatch. Yippee. On a lighter note, Rayquaza will be available until March 16th, so we have plenty of time to do him on his own. Niantic also mentions that new raid bosses will be appearing in addition to Rayquaza, but we will report back later with any changes on those updates. In even more good news, starting today and running through February 23rd, new special boxes with raid passes, incubators, and star pieces will be available in the in-game store. On top of that, lure modules will last for 6 hours until the 23rd as well. Our next story is an update on the EX Raid Pass system. Niantic made a statement on their blog about their flub with the EX Raid invites from the changes they made earlier this week. Many people received EX Raid invites for gyms that they have not interacted with in a long time, or have never even raided before. In a quote from the article, quote, unfortunately, a bug was introduced when these changes were made, and as a result, some trainers were invited to participate in an EX raid at a gym they may not have visited in several months. This bug has already been resolved, and future invites will better represent how the updated invitation process is intended to function. Most importantly, trainers will only receive an invitation if they've completed a raid battle at that gym recently. Niantic also states that they have tweaked the system to increase the number of park and sponsored gyms that are eligible for EX raids, and also increase the amount of passes to be handed out at each of those gyms. Trainers with higher gym badge levels and those that have done a higher quantity of raids that week before the passes are handed out are now even more likely to be selected to receive one. Still no updates on the frequency of passes being handed out or why they continue to change the time frames. We here at Farfetch'd News Now will continue to monitor this story closely. Our final story today is much more lighthearted. There's a new glitch in the game involving recently captured Dittos. Any Ditto that has been captured since late January of this year appears that it can evolve. They display the candy and evolution of the Pokemon they were imitating when you initially captured them. However, if you try to evolve one, you just receive an error message. It's funny because people are losing it over something so simple, and I personally like the fact that it's clearly a new coding error that they introduced to Ditto. Maybe this means we'll be getting some new Ditto disguises. Try to confuse your friendly local trainers by showing them this glitch. And that's all we have for you today with this edition of Farfetch'd News Now, part of the Hoenn News Network. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel and follow me on other social networks for updates on all things Pokemon Go. Thank you for watching. This is Hoenn signing out for now, but I'll be back later with more updates. Peace! Poke trainers!